Hello. Hello, how are you doing today? Good morning, viewers. I hope everything is fine with you guys. And welcome to another episode of our show today. And we are here today to talk about a new topic, which is about artificial insemination in cattle. As you can see from our title. And we have a very unique guest who is going to be sharing some information about the process and how to go about it. This will also help us, you know, bring better yield and better profit to your firm. And like I said, welcome once again on the show. Um, and our guest is here trying to get in. I'm going to run our intro once again because I believe the audio had a little bit of glitch from the beginning. So just hold on and I'll be back with you. Thank you. Welcome back on the show. And like I said, we are grateful that you are here once again. Our YouTube channel is really growing. We're about 1,000 subscribers going up again. Thank you to you guys for joining us on the show every Friday, for being part of this show, despite all the technicality issues that we have and everything. You still come on the show to join us. We are very grateful. And thank you for joining us once again. And do remember to share our videos to your to other farmers or to other intended farmers, and let them watch. I believe there's a lot of information you can get from the show, because we try to bring in guests that would give you the relevant information to help your farm grow better. Our topic today, like I said, it's artificial insemination in cattle. And we do have a guest who is trying to log on his side, but he's not been able to do that so far. Um, like I said, like I said, the show is about bringing information to farmers and intending farmers everywhere in the world, both here, both Nigeria, Africa, and those that live abroad that want to also farm in Nigeria or farm wherever they are. So that's how what we're trying to do, and we're trying to make sure that you do it right. Remember on the last show, I also mentioned about us trying to get five or more farmers together to do sort of like a round table where we would talk about different experiences in farming. So if you're still willing to be part of that show, do try to subscribe and leave a comment on our channel and let us know if you're interested in it. We're still trying to get our guest, and we're still not able to log in to the show so far. So from the little I can tell right now, artificial insemination is very important in farming, especially in cattle rearing. This helps a lot to bring better yields and better products to the farm. So I guess it's going to be in the best bet to give us better information. But like I said, he's having issues logging in, and we'll try and come back again and see if hopefully he's been able to do that. Just give me a minute, please.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Tunmise. Are you online?
Yes, I'm online now. Though my network is fluctuating, but I hope it should be stable now.
Okay, yeah, but we are not able to see video. You're only able to hear your voice.
Yeah, sorry, I might not be able to put on my video because I left a family function late, so I'm
Okay.
actually by the roadside.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Um, um, we'll go on like that. It's the information that is important. Though we would love to see your face, but the information is the most important thing right now. Welcome to the show. My name is Ayo, and I hope Farmer. I'm the host of FarmerHub TV on YouTube. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us, regardless of um you being at the function and all that, creating that time for us. We're very happy that you're able to join us today.
Thank you.
All right. So can you please just do a little bit of introduction of yourself?
Okay. My name is Tunmise Olagbaju, and I own RealPeople Concept. RealPeople Concept is into supply of science and laboratory technology and livestock solutions. And we also have a new baby that we tag RPC Cattle Hub.
Okay. And the RBC cattle, what's that all about? Hello, are you there? Hello, are you there? Sorry about this, guys. You know how it is. The network in Nigeria, we're always having issues with it. Are you there now? Yeah, the network was really terrible where it is, and you know our show. You know how it is. It's not easy, doing that long. You know how it is. Let's just leave it that way. Uh, so is the person we're trying to talk to there is the MD of RealPeople Concept, and they are into like you said, laboratory equipment for agriculture, and also into artificial insemination. We believe is the best option to give us the best person to give us the information that we need. But unfortunately, because of the network, it's not been easy trying to talk to him. We're gonna try and wait for him to try and log back in. And sorry that guys that you're not able to see his face. There's no video, but like I said, it's the information that is important. And you know, let's just get on with it. I'm going to try and get him once more again.
I'm back.
Okay, all right. I was asking a question. You said the new baby. I said, what's that all about?
Yeah, the our new baby, which is about a year old now, is RPC Cattle Hub. RPC Cattle Hub was set up as a result of the need to improve our indigenous breeds. And as a result of the failure or the challenges that we have seen in the process of this breed improvement, because we have the technology, we have the know-how, so we feel we can contribute to cattle breed improvement in Nigeria. So that is why we have set up RPC Cattle Hub. So it's a mini ranch that is on about 20 acres of land, and our cattle are on zero grazing. So our animals are actually housed 24/7. They go nowhere. We provide everything that they need for them. So we are breeding them. We carry out artificial insemination, and we raise them in a modern way. So that is what we do. So, and we want to use it as a model for farmers to come and learn that our animals doesn't need to roam about. we can actually cater for them on our ranch, and everybody can be peaceful, and we can have good productivity.
And that's great. That's where things is going actually in Nigeria, because as it is, grazing, it's not just the way out. Everywhere in the world, it's cattle's and animals are being catered for on a farm, on a ranch. So I don't know why Nigeria we still would won't go towards that way, but as it is, it's what's going to happen. So let's talk about artificial insemination.
All right. Can
So
I fire?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are listening to my voice. I'm sorry I can't come on camera because I'm actually by the roadside. I want to talk about artificial insemination in cattle. But before then, let's talk about cattle. Cattle are ruminant animals. They have one stomach, but they have four compartments. And because of the nature of their feed, so that is why their compartment is in four. They have the rumen, they have reticulum, they have omasum, and they have abomasum. All these are responsible for certain stages of production, of preparation of their feed for absorption. Now, in Nigeria, for example, of course, we have several cattle, but when it comes to our indigenous breeds, we cannot actually categorize them as either dairy or beef because they give like 2 liters of milk on the average. But in the real sense of it, a lot of those cows are struggling to even make 0.5 liters. So, and our indigenous breeds, sometimes their weight we struggle to get 350 kg, and in some other climes we have far better. So that's because of the quality or the low quality of our indigenous breeds productivity, then we look for ways to improve them, and that is how we come about artificial insemination. But before I talk about artificial insemination, I want to talk about the management system. Because when we talk about artificial insemination, a lot of people think that artificial insemination is about the dropping of the semen into
Mhm.
the reproductive tract of the cow, which is not. Now, we have three different system of production. We have the extensive system of production. This is a system of production where the animals are left on their own. They cater for themselves. They feed.
Yeah.
If they have water, if they are attacked, if they are stolen, they are locked. So it's cheap, but you don't have record. Productivity is low. Reproduction is also poor. Then we have intensive system of production. This is a system of production where the animals, the cattle, are kept in a shed on a zero grazing system. They don't move. They are confined in a shed. Everything that they need are provided for them. Their feed is provided, water is provided, shelter is provided, vaccination is provided. In some cases, the animals are also helped in mating, because in terms of mating, we have three type of mating system. We have pen mating. That is when the animals are mating in the pen. Then we have pasture mating. That is when the animals are mating on the pasture. And we have hand mating. And mating
Mm.
is when the cow is taken to the bull for mating, for natural
Okay.
mating. Yeah. So the third system of production is a semi-intensive system of production. And this is between intensive and extensive. The animals are left in the field to eat, but they have shelter, they have water, they have additional feed provided. And for me, I categorize ranching as a system of a semi-intensive or intensive system of production. So many of us look into artificial insemination as as a single solution, but our system of production actually will determine if our artificial insemination will be successful or not.
Or
The way we
not.
manage our
Okay.
the way we manage our animal, Some people have animals, they don't give them shelter. They are under the sun, they are under the rain 24/7. They are stressed. And when they are stressed, their immunity will depressed. Some animals don't have even enough feed to take care of them. When animal eats, the feed the animal eats will do three things. Number one, it will first maintain the body of the animal. Maintenance is the first thing. When the body is maintained, then the animal can produce. Production means the animal can add flesh. The animal can produce milk. Yeah. So the third one is for reproduction. So when animal eat enough, the body can be met, the animal can produce, the animal can reproduce. If you ask those that are raising cattle in Nigeria, what is their calving interval? That is, what is the time interval between a calving from a cow to another? It's
Okay.
about 2 years. It's
Yeah.
about 2 years. And this is purely about management and nutrition.
Mm.
A cow on a serious farm must have a calf every year. At worst, a cow must produce a calf every 14 months rather. Yeah. So, but all of this depends on our management, on our feeding. If the animal don't feed well, they cannot be fertile, and so their
Mm.
productivity will be very low. So all of these things are important. Some people believe that our cattle are resistant to trypanosomiasis. Yes, they are resistant to trypanosomiasis to a
Okay,
certain level, but
what's that? Can you explain that for those of us that are not, that are just ordinary farmers?
okay, trypanosomiasis is a disease that is introduced to the heart by sissy fly.
Okay, sissy fly, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, and of course, we have tick infestation also. So,
Okay.
trypanosomiasis is brought by sissy fly. Then, babesiosis is also brought by tick. So, all of this will have impact on the success of AI. I'm taking my time to talk about this because of what I've seen on the farm. A farmer will
Okay.
call you, I want to do AI, but the animal is not in good condition. The body score of the
Good
animal is
condition,
below 2
yeah.
point. Yeah, is below 2.5. The animal is not eating well. The animal
Mm.
is skinny. The animal is not in a good environment. The farmers don't even have good facility to manage to handle the animal. All
Mm.
of these things have effect on artificial insemination. So our
Okay.
feeding must be optimal. The animals must have good feeding. They must have good health management. They must be in
Mm.
good health. If they are sick, they must be treated before we carry out artificial insemination.
Artificial insemination,
So
yeah.
now talking about artificial insemination, this is about reproduction. Artificial insemination is simply a way to introduce a semen from a proven bull into the reproductive tract of a fertile female. Now, mind my word, a proven bull. If you want to
Mm.
inseminate from a bull, that means that bull must have some characteristics that you desire. For example, if you're a dairy farmer, you need good milk. So that means you'll be looking at Frisian, you'll be looking at Jersey and some other dairy breed. And
Okay.
you also look at some other qualities like easy calving. If you're introducing exotic breed to a local breed, there is tendency of dystocia. But there are some bulls that have been evaluated for easy calving. They have been
Mm.
genomically evaluated for easy calving, so that when they are inseminated into an indigenous cow, they will not have problem
Okay.
of calving. Yeah. So
Oh,
now,
okay.
in artificial insemination, it means we are collecting the semen from the bull, and then we are processing it, we're evaluating it for the quality, for the motility, for the concentration. Then we introduce it to the female. Now, the
Mm.
female must be fertile. I mentioned fertile female. Female must be fertile. Now, in cow reproduction, we have what we call heat. Heat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is the time when the cattle or the cow is standing for another cow to mate it, to mount on it.
So how do
So
you know if a cow is on it?
now there are signs of it. Number one is standing it. The cow will stand for other cow or a bull to mount. they are receptive. That is the primary sign of it. The other secondary signs of it, the vulva will be swollen, the there will be mucus discharge. Then the cow will be restless. The cow may even be mounting orders. Then the cow may also have a tail bend, a bent tail. The
Bent
tail
tail.
may bend away from the vulva to open the vulva for easy penetration of the penis of the bull. So now when cow is on eat, of course we have estrous cycle. Estrous cycle is the time interval between the onset of one eat to the other, and cow has an average of 21 days of estrous cycle. Now in this estrous cycle we have what we call heat, and that heat is associated with ovulation. It is when ovulation occurs. Ovulation means the shedding of the egg by the follicle in the ovary. So when ovulation occurs and we inseminate, that is when fertilization can take place. One major thing that farmers also need to know is to understand when ovulation takes place. But unfortunately, these are things that happen inside the animal. We only use the external signs to estimate. Now, when the animal is noticed on standing it, that is, the animal is standing for another animal to mount. If you notice that in the morning, then the animal will be bred in the evening. If we notice that animal in it in the evening, the animal will be bred the following morning. Now,
so when you say for during the day, in the evening, and in the evening the following morning, is it like a time frame that this needs to be done, like hours between so time, or it's just you need to do it before that period of time you mentioned?
what I mean is the timing of insemination is important. Now,
Okay.
during the estrous cycle, I said that's what we call it, or estrous itself.
Yeah.
And from onset of it to the cessation of to ovulation is about 36 to 48 hours.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was
So
trying to get.
yes, yes. And ovulation occurs about 12 hours after the end of it. So, and if it is 24 hours, that means we must be conversant with those animals to know when they are going to be on it,
On
when
it.
they are on standing it. So when we now notice that another animal is climbing our cow, that means that cow is on it. So if we notice that cow on it in the morning, that cow should be inseminated or mated in the evening.
Evening. Yeah.
So if we notice that cow on it in the evening, then it has to be bred the following morning. So that is what I mean. So that timing is very, very important to artificial insemination or breeding success. Now, it is possible that we also synchronize this it. We can synchronize it. If I have 10 cows, for example, my 10 cows will be at different stages of it. Some may be
Okay.
in diestrus, some may be in metistrus, some may be in proestrus, some may be in estrus. But I want to bring all of them to eat at the same time, so I can synchronize them. And there
Synchro.
are
Yeah.
hormones. Yes, there are hormones we can use to synchronize, and we have some protocols that can make us to inseminate the animal at a particular time. We call it timed artificial insemination. So there are protocols that we use. That okay, after giving this particular hormone, then inseminate maybe 72 to 96 hours after. That is timed insemination. There are some synchronization protocol that we also use. That when we use it, then we now monitor the animal that manifests it. So when we now see them manifesting it, then we now do, okay, if I see the animal manifesting it in the morning, then I breed in the evening. And if I see the animal manifesting it in the evening, then I breed the following morning. So When we now have ascertained the animal is on it and we have calculated the time to inseminate, then another tedious, not tedious, but another important aspect is how we handle the semen. Because a lot of time we have killed the semen before we even introduce the semen into the tract of the female. So handling of our semen is important. A processed semen in a straw is kept in liquid nitrogen, and the liquid
Okay.
nitrogen is contained in liquid nitrogen tank. The liquid nitrogen keeps the semen at minus 196 degrees Celsius.
Mm.
And
Okay.
if the cold chain is maintained, the semen can be kept for about 99 years. For example,
Wow.
I have a frozen semen. Yes, I have a frozen semen that I've been keeping at home for almost 3 years now, even more.
Mm.
Yes, and I've been replenishing the liquid nitrogen almost every month in the last 3 years, and I keep
Mm.
checking the viability of those semen, regularly to see if they are still viable, and they are still very viable. And just about a week ago, we had an insemination of about 6 animals on our farm. Now, when we want to inseminate, and we have determined that the bull is fertile, so we restrain the
Okay.
bull, the cow rather. We restrain the cow, we put it in a crush. Some farms that doesn't have crush, there are ways we can restrain the cow. When the cow is restrained, then the vaginal area, the vulva, has to be washed, has to be cleaned. So when it is cleaned, then we go to prepare our insemination gun. So we carefully lift out the semen from the tank. Then we thaw. We will thaw in a water bath of about 37 degrees. Thawing means we are bringing from we stored it at one minus 196.
Minus. Yeah.
So we are, yes, when we stored it at minus 196, the temperature is not favorable for metabolic activities to take place. So
Mm.
the spermatozoas will just die in quotes. They'll be inactive. So now, when we now want to inseminate, we have to bring it from minus 196 degrees Celsius to about 37 degrees Celsius. So that is done in a thawing unit.
Mm.
So we do that for about 30 seconds. So once we do it in 30 seconds, the spermatozoa will come alive because the temperature is not favorable. Metabolic activities can take place. Then the spermatozoa come alive, and we take the straw from the thawing unit. We dry it with tissue paper. Of course, we wear our glove. We don't touch the straw with our bare hand. Then we will load the straw on a on a gun, insemination gun. That's a special gun made for insemination. So we load it. Then we use a cutter to cut it open. We put a sheet on it. Then all this must happen spontaneously. It must
Mm.
happen within the space of 10 seconds, maximum 15 seconds. And so when the semen is processed, then we wrap the top with tissue paper. Then we can put it under our armpit. The temperature under the armpit is
Yeah.
about the body temperature. So we
Yes.
want to keep the semen in body temperature before we take it to the bowl. And this must be done away from sunlight, because
Mm.
sunlight also the ray from sunlight can kill those spermatozoa.
Can kill them. Yeah.
So now when this is done, then now the inseminator now goes to the animal, then go into the rectum, locate the cervix, and walk the gun into the cervix, and the semen is dropped in the anterior cervix. That is after the cervix, or in the uterus. That is where the semen is dropped. So the most difficult part of insemination actually is actually trying to locate the cervix and navigating your gun through the cervix, because there are four rings
Right.
in the
Mm.
cervix before we can get to where we drop the cervix. So, and we have to drop the semen into the uterus, because we don't want them to go through the rigor of fighting their way through the cervix.
True. Yeah.
Because once we thaw a semen, the spermatozoa has about 12 hours to live.
Mm.
So if 12 hours has gone and fertilization has not taken place, we have lost that process. And
Mm.
even
Wow, network again. Uh, I was really, really, into that. Mr. Tumisha is doing a real good job, about giving us all the information that we need. And remember, he's the MD of Real People Concept. Um, just I'll try and get more information and his contact and everything for any farmer that wants to, you know, go through the process of artificial insemination for their cattle. Remember, guys, do likes, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. On our Facebook pages, please do like and share, and also do comments, guys. Remember, ask questions. Mr. Tumishe is here for you so that you can ask whatever questions that you want to ask him so that you'll be able to answer while he's on. And I will also try to get his contact number so that you guys can have his contact in case you want to um, you know, get more information from him. He's spoken a lot about information on artificial insemination and how it's meant to be done the proper way. Like I said, the reason why we do the show is to bring, you know, good information for farmers so that you don't have to do things the wrong way, so that you'll be able to understand what's going on. Also, Real Pool Concept has a website which you can go on. You can get all the information that you need on their website as well. Uh, the website is realpeopleconcept.org, and some of their services includes consultancy services, farm setup, equipment procurement, demo farming, farm training, service and project management, lab setup, and our topic we're discussing right now, which is artificial insemination, So just also a website called Cattle Orb is I think that's about the new site he's talking about, the new company he's talking about, where they have all the information done. So go on cattleorb.com.ng and you get information about all these processes that you have for artificial insemination on there. So let's see. Let's see if I can share that site on here while we're waiting for him to come back on. Yeah, so that's their website. Let's see here. You see, that's information you need. You can see how the website is. It's called Real People Concept. Like I said, some of their services they offer. That's some of the services they offer and how they go about, you know, artificial insemination and all that. So they can help you with the pregnancy diagnosis, the farm setup layout, like I said, pasture development, training and capacity development, periodic and tailored made training for you specifically, whatever you want to do, your dairy processing, equipment fabrication, so many things you want to do. So guys, thank you for joining us. Sorry about how things turn out today. You know how it is. Our show comes with a lot of technical issue, but we still go through it comfortably. And you guys are faithful viewers, and we thank you so much for being part of it. Yes. So let's just try and wait for him a little bit more. and hopefully we'll be able to get him back on. All right, guys. So cattlehub.com.ng, which is the official website for Mr. Tumishe. They are located in Ibadan or your state, and the contact number for them is 080 367 86457. You can go ahead and contact them if you have any information you'd like to know about artificial insemination. So sorry about how everything turned out today. I want to thank Adebayo Hassan for joining us. I also want to thank Larry Suleiman for joining the show as well. He's one of he understands how it goes. You're doing a wonderful job, network notwithstanding. You know how it is. We're Nigerians, and it is what it is. you know, it is what it is, right? So just give me a minute. I'm going to try and get him back and see if we can get him back on here. If not, like I said, we would have to call it an end to the show. Okay. Hello, Mr. Tumishe, can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Tumishe, can you hear me now? Hello? Hello, Mr. Tumishe.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Wow. It's been a roller coaster. In we spent so much time trying to figure out about the network right now.
Yeah.
And what I'm suggesting is that, maybe we should call it a day and try and do this another day.
Okay.
Or what do you think? Because this is a very important information, and I can see that there's a lot of people that are interested in the topic, and they really want to know more. And in fact, yeah, a lot of people are still waiting for you right now, so we can still
Yeah.
go on. I don't want it to be
We
too
can go.
long.
We can go
Yeah.
on. We can go
Okay,
on.
let's
If I
go
have
on
question,
then.
I can ask that question. Yeah.
All right,
Let's
yeah.
go on.
I was just on your website as well, the cattleup.com.ng.
Okay.
Just sharing the little information I see on there. And
Okay.
let's so you just recap about the artificial insemination and everything the processes, and let's see if we
Okay.
can, just make a little conversation about some questions that I have in mind.
Okay. All right. I already mentioned that for AI, artificial insemination to work, all other things must work. Feeding must work. It must be adequate. The animal must be well fed. They must have enough nutrients in their feed. It's not just to feed them. It's about feeding them the
Mm,
right nutrient. They must have good feed, and
yes.
there are feed resources around us. We don't really need to have problems of herdsmen and farmer crisis because we
Yeah.
have enough feed resources that we can use. Ignorance, I found out is a major problem because we
Mm,
can combine a lot of agro byproduct, a lot of grasses, natural grasses. We can convert them to feed and store. We can make silage. We can make hay. We can treat some of the dry even grasses. We can dry. We can process them. We can add some additional things to them to make them nutritious to the animal. So feeding is important. Health is important. The animal must
yeah.
be good health. Their housing must be important. Some farmers don't even make available water
Hmm.
as insignificant as water looks like. Water is very
It's
important.
very important. Mhm.
Yeah, salt lick is important. The animal needs and the adequate
Yeah.
minerals and
Salt intake.
vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah, for their body metabolism. I even read recently that sodium plays a lot of role in milk production.
Mm.
So all the common salt that we give to cattle, they have a lot of role in the
Uh,
value or the volume of milk that they produce. So all of these things must
it-
be
it-
in place.
I always tell people that one thing we fail to understand is that if there's there's a whole industry that makes cow salt, right? Animal
Yeah,
salt.
yeah,
A
yes,
whole
mineral.
industry about that. And
Yeah,
if that wasn't important, it's not going to be there. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and there's a lot of things that we need to do right, especially in Nigeria, that we overlook.
Mm,
Like you said, ignorance is the major thing. And,
yeah,
the I don't care attitude, the, don't worry about it. Let's just do it this way kind of thing that we have as Nigerians. We all have it
mm,
one way or the other. But,
yeah,
we need to do things the right way so that we can get better results. you know
yes,
so that you're very right about the ranching, because I'm based in Canada and I don't see any cow grazing around. You can't
mm,
even walk a cow around.
yeah,
They are all
yeah,
ranched,
yeah,
so it's all ranch, it's all housed. And if you see some cattle shelters or house and everything, oh my god, you want to sleep there.
yeah,
You
yes,
just want
absolutely.
to lie down and be like, oh well, it's clean enough. So
Mm,
you're very
mm.
right about that. So we it's still an ongoing topic for you and I'm still going to have you back on. I
Okay,
just want to talk about a little bit about your website, Cattle Hub.
Okay.
because while we're trying to get you back, I've been on the
Okay.
website. In fact, I have it on screen showing right now.
Yeah, I
In
can
this our
see.
conversation. So, me, I try to, if something is, I try to celebrate our own. I try to give information about our own. You understand? I try
Yeah.
to make sure that we all have a place where we can actually push that information out. So
Yep.
I see on here some of these your featured product, which are the cattle that you have that are pregnant. Are these cattle that you have right now the breeds?
Yeah.
Do you have them right now on your farm?
Yeah. I currently have Bokolo breed.
Okay.
Bokolo is my breed of choice. Number
Okay.
one, Bokolo is polled, meaning that they don't have horn. You know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
scare you first in a cattle is
Yeah.
the
It's
horn.
the horn. Yeah.
So when the horn is out, then you have some confidence to approach. So
Okay.
Bokolo is also docile. They are easier to handle
And
compared to the common white Fulani. So that's why I chose Bokolo. So what I am doing now is to inseminate. Of course, I've inseminated 6 of them
okay.
now with Frisian Semen.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm actually developing them for dairy. So their offspring will have
Hmm.
50% genetic material for Bokolo and 50% genetic material for bull.
Yeah,
And
for both.
the bull that transfer the quality of milk to the
Hmm.
daughter.
Okay.
So that is why, because some people will tell you they have hybrid, they have 75%. Somebody
Hmm.
told me one time that he had a cow of 75% Frisian, and now asking for the history. When you want to buy an hybrid animal, you need to get record, because record is important.
Yeah, it's very
This
important.
man told me the cow is 75%, but the father, the sire, is white Fulani, and it is it is the father that gives the quality of milk to the daughter. So the daughter, of course, that
Hmm.
cow is 75% Frisian, but it
Hmm.
doesn't possess the genetic material to give good quality,
Quality. Yeah.
yeah, good volume of milk.
Hmm.
So all these things are important. On our own, we have bulls that are genomically evaluated for the
Hmm.
quality and quantity of milk, even up to the protein content, the fat content, because the fat content, has a lot of role to play in the overall quality of the use. If it is for cheese, if it is for yogurt, the fat has a lot of role, and the protein content. And another characteristics is the easy calving. When you're introducing genetic material from an animal that is large to
Hmm.
our own smaller animal, there is tendency of dystocia, that is
Yeah.
difficulty in giving birth.
And
So
giving back. Yeah.
our bulls are evaluated for easy calving. Out of the calves that we have produced in Nigeria, we have not had a single record of dystocia. So all these things are important. Where you source your semen is important. The quality of the technician you are using is
Hmm.
important. The technology that is being adopted. For example, when you want to inseminate a cow, and you are not sure whether the cow is pregnant or not, when you give prostaglandin, that prostaglandin will abort the calf if the animal is
Hmm.
pregnant. So there is need for you to be able to evaluate, is this animal pregnant? If it is pregnant, then you cannot take decision. Okay, do you want to abort the pregnancy, or you want to continue when the cow calve? So, but you act based on information. So these are the things that we do. We don't just go and inject animal. We screen them. Is it pregnant? Is it open? If it is open, that is when we can start our treatment. Then what is the
Okay.
body score like? Is it robust? Is it fatty? Is it skinny? So it has to
Hmm.
be in the middle line. It must not be fatty. It must not be skinny. It must just be moderate in
Hmm.
between. Yeah, the body score must be about 3. If it is if we rate it between 1 and 5, the body score must be 3. And the animal, what is the health record? And I can tell you there are some medications that we have on market now that are causing a lot of havoc, because some of them are substandard.
Hmm.
So what treatment are we giving our animal? What is the quality of the medication we have given. Because all of these things, I have done an artificial insemination even where I had 95% synchrony. That is, when I synchronized them,
Yeah.
95% of them responded to the treatment. But I
Yeah.
had 0%,
Hmm.
0% success. And
Wow.
what caused it? Animals were infested.
Hmm.
So trypanosomiasis, babesiosis. So before we realize it, it was a very poor result. So all of these things we have seen on the farm, and it's guiding us now to what we must put in place to get good AI success rate.
All right, there you have it, guys. You don't have to look, abroad for, anything that has to do with AI, or the technology and everything. Real people concept, they've got it. You have a good technician in Mr. Tunmise here. Also, if you go to their website, cattlehub.com.ng, you get all the information you need, and their contact is on there as well. So, like I said, everything you need to do in Nigeria, we have it. So, my other question now for you is, what is like the cost implication? Because I like to talk about everything. Yes, it's good to do artificial insemination and everything, but what would the cost of farmer? How expensive is this process?
Okay, we have two types of semen that we use, or let me say three types. We have the Frisian semen, conventional semen. Conventional semen means it is 50-50 for the sex of the cow. It can either be a
Okay.
male
Or
or
a female.
for Frisian.
Mm.
Then we have sexed Frisian semen. That
Okay.
means the semen has been processed to give us higher rate of female.
Okay.
So luckily the chances of having a female is about 95%.
Mm.
So then I now have Brahma conventional semen. So the Brahma is for beef,
Mm.
while the Frisian is for dairy.
For dairy.
Yeah. So for if I'm inseminating with Frisian conventional semen, the cost is 30,000 naira. I will
Okay.
tell you what the cost cover. Now, if I'm inseminating with sexed Frisian semen, the cost is 42,000 naira.
Okay.
If I'm inseminating with Brahma conventional semen, the cost is 47,000 naira.
Mm.
The first differences in the price is the cost of the semen. Every
Okay.
other factor are constant.
Oh.
Now, that cost, what it covers the body conformation score of the animal. We
Yeah.
evaluate the animal if it is suitable for the insemination. So after we have evaluated the animal and we have picked it, then it covers pregnancy diagnosis. We are going to do ultrasound scanning to check,
Mm.
like we check human. We have
Yes.
a device. I'm a professional ultrasonographer. We have a device that we use to check the pregnancy. So if the animal is pregnant, then we will not use. If the animal is open, that is when we can now use. Then
Mm.
the cost now covers the hormones that we are using for synchronization.
Okay.
And the cost also covers the synchronization procedure itself, giving the animal injection and all of that. Then the cost cover the semen itself and the insemination proper, the dropping of the semen into the reproductive tract of the female. The cost also
Okay.
covers some consumables like a hand glove, gel, arm's length glove, the insemination sheet.
Mm.
Then the costs also cover the final pregnancy diagnosis to confirm
Diagnosis.
how many
Yeah.
how many of the cows are actually pregnant. So that is what those costs cover.
Wow.
And
Wow.
the factor to make them different is the semen.
The same, man. Wow. I wasn't expecting that kind of amount. I was expecting you're going to give us like 100, 200,000 naira and things
Oh
like
no, no, no!
that.
It's even that. It's even
I
that
wasn't
expensive.
expecting that at all. But wow, that's wonderful. Um, do you have in your own farm? Do you have cattle that you've inseminated or that have given birth that you actually sell out as well? In case anybody
Um,
wants to get that.
okay, it is in our plan to sell, but of course we have been working with cattle, different cattle projects for over 3 years. But our own cattle hub was established last year. In fact,
Okay.
we had our first stock in July last
Okay.
year. So our cattle hub is about 7 months.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
but we have cattle, we have some Bokolo heifers that we have inseminated. Our
Mm,
plan is to sell pregnant Bokolo heifers. All
oh,
these
okay.
ones, once they are confirmed pregnant at 4 months,
Mm,
we can sell to farmers because 4 months is the early stage of second trimester. So the
yeah.
animal is safe to travel.
To travel. Yeah.
So, as we have funds, we want to also make sure that those cows deliver on our farm. Then we raise their offspring,
Oh,
the
yeah.
hybrid yearly to 1 year. Then we can sell the hybrid to farmers. So those are our plan.
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
All right. That's good. Thank you so much for the information. And
most
like I
welcome.
said, I'm still hoping that we'll be able to get you back on again. You understand? Because
Okay,
with the technical issues and everything, we still want to dive deep down into the whole process of artificial insemination. And also I'm hoping to get maybe get Tunde to come down to the farm with a video camera and
okay,
actually go through the process of how you do all those things, you know,
okay.
and hopefully you'll be able to welcome us when we say each time we want to come do
No
that.
problem.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any last word for our farmers and viewers on here?
Yes, I want to appreciate every cattle farmer that is listening to me. It's a whole lot of work that we are doing. To feed cattle is a whole lot of work. But I can tell you, if we all raise 6,000 cattle, that 6,000 cattle will be consumed by Lagos State alone in 1 day. So
Mm,
we have huge opportunity in cattle production. But my sincere advice to us is let us do it right. As God is helping us, let us get our own piece of land. Let's uh, develop pasture for our animals. Let's give them at least a minimal comfort
mm,
because comfort is very key. I'm an advocate of cattle comfort. I was in Germany for one whole week to learn about cattle comfort because it is
mm.
when our cattle is comfortable that is when they can give us results. For
Yeah.
example, look at broiler. If you put broiler in a place, you provide feed, you provide
Hmm.
water, you give it minimal space, you
Space.
ensure that the temperature of the environment is optimum, and
Yeah.
in 32 days or 5 weeks you have a 2 kg of broiler.
Oh yeah.
So if
That's true.
if we if we expose our cattle to all the inclement weather, they are suffering under the sun, under the rain, we cannot get good results. I
Mm,
am running a mini cattle ranch and it is working for me. Let us
mm,
transit gradually to ranching.
mm,
Number one, we can live peacefully with our neighbor. Number two, we can increase the productivity of our animal. Number three, we can increase the quality of the animal that we are producing. And lastly, we will have of mind. So
mm.
that is my word, and I want to congratulate every cattle farmer currently, supporting food security in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Mr. Tumishe. Thank you for joining us, and thank you.
Thank you for having me
We know
also.
you, like you said, you're coming from somewhere and you had to stop. I can still hear the car noise and everything, but
Yes, I'm about to speak.
I'm so grateful. Please keep safe, drive safe, and
Thank you.
hopefully you get home and everything is okay with you in God's
Thank you.
name. All right. So we'll be talking to you once again, like I said, and
Okay.
hopefully get you back on the show. And you know, we'll have to continue. You've heard everything from Tumishi, and let's keep doing things right. Let's get into ranching. We're not just talking about just a certain part of Nigeria. We're talking about the whole of Nigeria, the northern part, the southern part, the western part. Let's all get into ranching. Let's take care of our animals, our farmers, so that they can give us better yields in the future. And we'll hopefully, join you next week again. I just want to say thank you to Larry, Adebayo Azan, Bernie Adair, Ogun Semi Benga, and thank you guys for joining us and staying despite all our technical issues. Do go on YouTube, like, share, subscribe on our YouTube channel, and remember to click the notification button so that you would be informed of our next live stream. And we'll see you again very soon. Thank you so much.